effective when it's near its execute point. I understand the frustration, but coming from a GM jungle for the past few seasons, I think it will be that dramatic of a change at higher levels. Jungles will have spells for gank, which could be huge. I cannot wait to gank with my heal ghost. Yes, brother man. Very fair point. Very fair, very fair. We keep going. Okay.
Released on the official channel. It takes out a
Skip, okay, man.
To preview.
Okay,
anyway,
let's see it.
Anyway, let's go into the video.
Finally.
I'll talk in a little bit more detail on
okay, Starbucks environment.
How they're explaining the game. Like I said, they're
Starbucks
trying to make
Starbucks
this
shooting
as noob friendly kind of as possible. Unless this is complete memes, which I highly doubt. I've seen Roguefall.
Oh my god, it's so
Roguefall
quiet. Wait guys, I can't even hear it myself. I hope it's not too loud for you, but we'll try to put this up a bit and hopefully you can actually hear the video. Okay.
Very popular on Reddit. Trin. If you can hear this, I'll probably turn
Talk
up.
to you about Execute Smite.
Execute. Just the word execute Smite just tilts me. I'm just saying that already.
So where did this all start? It started with the game's controls. It can be really complicated when all of the game's abilities prioritize hitting champions over everything else, except for Smite. Smite ends up having situations where you will smite a champion, you might smite an objective, and it isn't clear when this happens. And it's even worse when it's the only ability that this happens with. So it can lead to situations where the game behaves like you wouldn't expect it to. Things behave differently, and that ambiguity can be frustrating and let your team down.
Alright, imagine you're jungling. You're in the dragon pit.
I just watching this, just I don't know.
Slow, and the enemy jungler walks up.
Oh no.
What do you do in that situation?
It's stressful, and I think for a lot of players, they don't even know what would happen.
I'm gonna pause it right here. I'm already getting tilted. I'm already just getting okay. So the whole thing about junglers and the whole thing about smiting in PC League of Legends was such a big thing. Whether it's to do with smite steals, whether it's to do with smite cooldowns, smiting champions, smiting objectives, and deciding what to do. That's the fun part about the game, and that's the skill part about the game.
I mean, he's spitting facts.
What to smite, in what situation, who to smite, where to smite, when to smite. That's the whole skill point of Smite. Whether you want to smite the objective to try and steal it, whether you want to smite the champion to deal damage to them, whether you want to smite the jungle camp for HP, anything like that. I do not understand is that when you go competitive,
oh my god, he's gonna run for 20 minutes.
Gonna get gun?
Do you smite them?
Okay, oops, too far.
Is it the champion that I have?
Yeah,
no
the original
idea
video is
how
done.
they
You have to
going
watch
balance
reactions.
that or do anything like that at all.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Do you fight the enemy jungler? Do you smite them for damage? Do you?
Why? Why would you smite him for damage?
Like,
smite and try and secure the objective.
Like, this is the whole point of Smite and it being a skill game. MOBAs are supposed to be about skill. That's the whole point of why everyone loves MOBAs. There's a lot of skill involved. There's a lot of decision making involved. Every single game is different. That's why people love watching competitive in MOBAs as well, because they're intense Baron stills,
smartest right,
Elder Dragon stills, or anything like that. There's so many moments that I've been casting and everything as well. Long esports and that whole Dragon, heck, I take the objective.
And that can be really intimidating.
Like, when will we ever smite the jacks and everything? I don't know. Like, I don't know how this situation is going to work. But anyway, we'll carry on with this.
It's this high-profile, high-stress situation that can be really intimidating for players. It's the last thing we want.
It's intimidating for new players, but for people that understand the role and for people that want to improve at the game, to do positioning, very easy. Oh, you don't know whether you're going to be about it.
Wait. Anyone? What? Okay, maybe some of you already saw the video, right? Maybe some of you saw the video already. Can you guys guess what is gonna happen in this clip? Does anyone have any thoughts? What is Morgana gonna cook? So we have option 1. Morgana skillfully targets and smites the dragon and gets his team, secures the green dragon for his teammates. 2. He flashes away. He's scared. Bro is stressed. Bro is sweating. He sees Nova Long on Jax. walking up. Andrew Z, the GOAT of EU, shows up, doing the helicopter PP move, you know? The helicopter PP, getting ready to jump on top of him. Can you guys predict what's gonna happen? Let's see.
Heck, now they're even using execution smite, which
players to worry
I don't know what I think about it.
If you tap
Really don't know what I think about it.
Okay, running in circles. Now turning on the dragon.
See, I understand what they're saying with
Oh
that,
my god,
okay,
man,
Smite,
I can't.
you don't know whether you're going to be focusing the dragon or you don't know whether you're going to be focusing the
There is no way this is a realistic situation. No one plays it like this. There is no... Whatever, man.
The champion or anything like that near the dragon. It will always cast 1/2 passive
selection.
1/2 all the time anyway. I don't think there's ever a situation where you want to smite a champion.
That's an AI, no? I think that's a
Especially when
GMP
you're
curse,
jungler,
isn't
you're
it?
close to
Yes.
objective, you're trying to steal it. I don't know any situation where you want to try and smite a champion at all.
Execute Smite
So I don't
is
know.
not a spell. It's a passive.
This is
Something you
It's a passive? Are you serious?
do not like this.
Select jungle.
I don't know any situation where you want to try and smite a champion at all.
Execute Smite
So I don't
is
know.
not a spell. It's a passive.
This is
Something you
I
opt into
do not
when
like
you
this.
Select jungle in champ select. When you
Okay, this is another
something you
thing.
opt into when you select jungle in champ select.
Okay, this is another thing that I have a problem with. If it is a passive, then how are we supposed to change jungle roles in champ select? At the moment, you can just equip smite, you can change smite, you can take out smite, you can have multiple smites if you really want to, even though that's a really bad thing. But say for example, I get filled jungle. Jungle is always my last role just because I don't really like playing it and I don't really enjoy playing it. If I get jungle as my 5th role, how am I supposed to swap to another player if someone else wants to fill jungle for me? If someone else wants to play jungle for me, lets me go to their lane. Because it is a passive now in champ select, how will that work? Is it something that we just click? Is it a tick button that we can just click and be like, cool, we have this right now? How does that work in champ select, and how are we going?
I mean, we already got the 5 junglers experience last game when I was getting ran down from level 1 by the whole enemy team.
To rotate the roles, or how are we going to get into a situation where we're not going to have 2 execution smites? Heck, there might even be a situation, a button that, like, look at this. So,
okay,
like,
okay. It's getting juicy. It's getting juicy. Come on, show us the team. I saw the spoiler.
Question marks with this.
When you land on the rift, you'll see execute thresholds on the health bars.
Look at this. So,
Scuttler, Herald Dragon.
but this, I don't know how this works with dragons and everything. Like, okay, heck, there's a situation where dragon and scuttle
This
crab
video is
alone.
a social
How are you supposed
experiment.
to know whether you're going to execute smite the scuttle crab or execute smite the dragon? What if they're both in range? They both go low enough on health to execute smite? Is there a cooldown?
Yeah, he's
what
very
is going
tilted.
on? Like, what is happening? It just does not make sense. It's crazy.
Wait a second. Why does he have Ignite and Flash, but he has the Smite pass? Jungle buff? 3 summoners?
Below that threshold,
The game is safe?
And here's the best part. We get to give junglers something they've wanted for years.
Yes, cool. Whoop-de-doo. 2 spells.
Like imagine if you're taking Ignite.
Oh
Yes,
my god!
It doesn't mean
Now you can
that much of a
flash and
difference.
Ignite into that game.
Yeah,
Or if you want a meme gank with heal,
Oh, if you wanna get with Ghost Heal, yes!
you can ghost in through lane and heal at the perfect moment.
Nah, this has to be satire, whatever.
I did not just do
It is not real.
I did not just.
It is not real. It's not real.
Oh, please,
The
Riot,
classic heal gang.
Please, no one wants this. He just said that you can ghost and heal at the perfect point. Do they not know that heal doesn't work like that anymore?
Is it the
Heal
April Fool's, guys?
gives your ally more HP than yourself. Why would someone ever take heal if they're playing in jungle, if they want to game? Just take barrier, just take ignite, just take flash, whatever. You're gonna heal at the perfect moment. What, I'm gonna walk up to my lane, I'm gonna heal my Baron laner to full HP? Huh?
Making the perfect bait and switch game.
Huh?
Don't just let your memes
Don't you let your memes
We
be
are
dreams.
concerned
Such an
this might be
inspirational
oversimplified.
quote.
Making the perfect bait and switch game. Don't just let your memes be dreams.
So we hear your concerns that this might be oversimplifying things. Really what we're wanting to do is shift focus out of the jungler being the one who's solely responsible for these objectives in this PvE scenario into PvP focused areas where the jungler is going to get a new combat spell that they can bring into their ganks. Fizz, for example, is going to be able to take Ignite, something he's used to from ganking in mid lane, into the jungle role and secure the ganks that way.
Nice
Objectives
flash.
themselves will be very team focused, where you're able to lock down the opponent's jungler or intercept spells so that they can't secure it.
That was the slowest. That was the slowest auto smite I've ever seen, man. How are you gonna even secure the Baron with that shit? Nah, this. ChatGPT has 2 seconds delay. Look at this.
Where you're able to lock down the opponent's jungler or intercept spells so that they can't secure it.
How am I supposed to know who has Smite here?
Objectives themselves will be
How am I supposed to know who?
very team focused, where you're able to lock.
I mean, objectives already team focused. That's fine. Like, where is the fun in at least in jumping into the pit? Is it just a situation where if a jungler gets crowd controlled in the dragon pit, then the other person uses XQ Smite, or the other person has
Yeah, but if it works at threshold, that's very bad, because
XQ Smite?
like normally when you smite with like an ability, like you do listen first skill, right, and smite at the same time. But if you first skill first, then you hit past the threshold, so it doesn't proc. Because look, in this
How does
clip,
it work?
Down the opponent's jungler or intercept spells so that
it's 524. No one is hitting it.
So
Okay, he paused the video
taunted
too.
Lee Sin, which allowed him to execute Smite. So that's what we're getting into now. So now it's just if the enemy
Keep yourself safe, Riot. Keep yourself safe, Riot. Keep yourself safe, Riot. Keep yourself safe, Riot.
jungler jumps in, there's the only way that you can take objectives now is through combat abilities. Whether it's Jin Force Shot, Nunu Consume, I don't know, Lee Sin Q.
No, but there's like he's saying Jin just walks up with his 1k 4 shot and just you can't do shit about it, man. What
Auto
is
attacks from an
this?
AD carry. That's how we're securing objectives now.
Look,
But then if
Discord.
two
Yeah, look in a bit.
junglers
Wait.
are in the same pit. If one of them gets crowd controlled, then the other one can take it with execute Smite. I don't know. I don't know.
or a dragon. and
Oh,
you're not
I really don't know.
wait, there's more.
secure
30
it.
seconds.
I really don't know.
It also means that you're going to have Smite available for every encounter, whether that's with a red buff or a dragon, and you're not going to have to worry if your junk
Wait, true. Smite doesn't have cooldown then, no?
jungler used it in the fight just before the objective.
This also means that we can't use Smite on maybe big like raptors, Krugs, Golem.
Or a
Wait.
dragon, and you're
I really don't know.
not secure it.
I really don't know.
It also means that you're going to have Smite available for every encounter, whether that's with a red buff or a dragon, and you're not going to have to worry if your jungler used it in the fight just before the objective.
This also means that we can't use Smite on maybe big raptor.
But why he says your jungler will have smite if you just use it in the last fight, when you can't even smite enemies if it's auto smite, no? You can't blue smite them anymore.
Big
Doesn't
like
make
raptors,
sense.
Krugs, Golem, maybe something like that, I guess, because the only ones they've mentioned right now is red buff, blue buff.
And yeah, they actually killed so many champs because like on Echo 2, you have to smite early. You have to smite full HP to get the passive. So you clear faster. Warwick 2 for the passive. There's so many champs, man. It's
And
such a bad
the
move.
big objectives, which is Dragon, Baron, and
Yeah,
Carol,
yeah, like Smite is infinite. It's gonna work on every camp then, if they do it like this.
which is going to make jungle clear insanely slow. Like, insanely slow. I mean, at the moment, you can have Smite up, what, 3 times? And you can clear through the jungle camp within like 1 minute 40 most of the time. How slow is it going?
I can't smite away my mid laner's cannon anymore. That is the biggest issue, I agree. I agree. Bro,
People, we
speaking
have
facts.
execute Smite, and it only works on red buff and blue buff. I don't know.
We hope this makes jungle more interesting. And as always,
really-
we'll be listening to your feedback.
Yeah, please.
And as always, we will listen to your feedback. Aren't these golden words coming from Riot Wildrift developer team? Does anyone remember any incident where the community had some pretty strong feedback towards them about certain topics? You know, well, I surely do.
Please listen to feedback, please. Please, can you do all you can to share this video and share your concerns with this? Because I'm honest.
I mean, they deleted the video. You know, that is true. But there's also the reason they might have deleted it is because one, it seems like it came out early, and two, it's on Wild Brazilian channel. Like, what is it doing there?
Do you think if there is someone in the comments or someone watching this video now that actually thinks this is a good change, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know your opinions. But for me and for other people, I've already seen a lot of bad reaction on social media already. I'm sure there's going to be more bad reaction from competitive players and everything else.
Yes.
Yeah, if you think it's going to be a good change, let me know down in the comments. But if you think it's going to be a bad change, please
any
try
comments?
and get in contact with these devs. And please, we need to do something to change this game. Please.
Wait, where did that comment go? The smiles on their face?
I don't know what to say. Anymore. I'm lost. I'm completely lost.
The smiles on their face already tells me.
I don't know.
Yes, they seem very happy about this change.
They're simplifying the game. Like they say that they know that we're going to be worried about simplifying the game.
I think this is a good change. I think there might have been some misunderstanding on how it works, but the way I understood it is that Execute Smite works when the jungle does damage to objectives past the threshold. This will still allow steals, since instead of getting frustrated on visiting Smite, the jungle can focus damage on the objective. It also makes it clear for your team to lock down the enemy jungler so they cannot hit objective when it's near its execute point. I understand the frustration, but coming from a GM jungle for the past few seasons, I think it will be that dramatic of a change at higher levels. Jungles will have spells for gank, which could be huge. I cannot wait to gank with my heal ghost. Yes, brother man. Very fair point. Very fair, very fair. We keep going. Okay. Which could be huge, but objective play should remain the same. What is good is making jungle more accessible for non-high level players, such as GM pickers like myself. He should have added that. I'm helping you out with your essay, little bro. Okay. I know I would have appreciated this, especially when a slight early #missed #lagged Smite has lost me so many objectives. I get there is some worry and divide between high elo and lower elo. But I do want to emphasize that the game would struggle, at least financially, if not for the larger, lower elo player base. There is an argument to be made that competitive play is an advertisement. Oops, not commenting. What I want to. okay, no, not yet. Is an advertisement to draw in more new players. As a community, I think we should try to have a positive mindset. Yes, we are too fragile-minded. We just jump to conclusions way too quick. We should just give this one a try. Okay. When the game becomes more accessible, at high elo there is still a lot that will separate you from lower elo play. Mechanic, matchup knowledge, win conditions, and decision making. Changing Smite wouldn't impact all those factors. Yeah, only 4 of them out of 5. Also, I'm pretty sure they rolled out this mechanic in one of the side modes and it was chill! There's absolutely no way you are not trolling right now. They will literally remove any skill from stealing objectives. Oh my god, no. This is a chat GPT reply right here. Mr. Trey on Reach. Can we stalk this guy? No, we can't. Any hacker mans in the chat? Can anyone do some community service for us? And make sure my man Treyon stays safe. He keeps himself safe. Any other geniuses in this comment section? Well, it doesn't really seem like it. We ran out of content. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But yeah, this is the best take I've seen since wildrift came out. Very good, very good. A round of, you know, a round of applause for my guy. Anyway, my honest reaction to this information is, hope I'm not leaking anything, but yeah, we go play Omega Strikers, because this game is fucking